Hello and welcome. I was just about to pull out my Marabou art crayons and do the swatching so I could put these in the window to test their light fastness when I remembered in yet another old subscription box that I have not opened, there are some of these. And I only know that because I recently peeked in some of them looking for a palette knife. So here we have two old subscription boxes in 1 week. This is from June of 2019. Yes, it's 2022, but I have old boxes, and so pretty sure this is the one with the Marabou art crayons. Yes, it is. So these, looks like this is the box I think my grandma and I opened and tried together probably way back when I received it. So artist tiles with some kind of gold art spray. Hey, Maggie over at Creating Cute Art, I could have sent you another one. Wouldn't that make you happy? We have Edding metallic markers. That must be what those are. So we don't have to re-swatch most of this, and I'm definitely not going to use this unless major inspiration hits. Oh man, more stencils. Stencils and I aren't the greatest of friends. That's a cute little filbert. Princeton size 4. I really like Princeton brushes. What else do we have? A crescent art board. I don't like crescent art boards very well. They just don't work well for me. However, we do have these Marabou art crayons, and that's what I needed in order to finish the project that I actually went to start today. Oh boy, the distractions we have. So let's see if these are unique colors or if they're duplicates. So it looks like this might be the only duplicate so far. So the one I already have is 057, and yes, this is the same. So I'll put this one over in the giveaway bin because no need having two of them. I think they're gonna last me a really long time. So that's a duplicate. I don't see any other blues. I think these are, yep, two different greens. Okay. I don't see this purple or that purple. Sweet, so we have 3 new colors. That is awesome. So we'll keep these 4 out and play with them today, I guess. It wasn't what I had planned. I was just going to swatch these for my Lightfast thing like I already told you guys, but we can play and see what kind of mess we can make here. So with Smart Art, you always get the history of whatever item you're using or whatever method you're doing, project pointers and tools, the list of tools in a project, and in the new ones you get a beginner project and a more advanced project. So you get to try multiple different things. So this did come with these black artist tiles. Really didn't plan on just like doing artwork today. I really was just gonna swatch. However, these Marabou art crayons are kind of irresistible. They're really, really fun to use. So yeah, maybe I'll dash something down on the paper. Maybe something abstract, kind of like they have here. It could be fun. To use the stencil and spray or not? That is the question. Well, I'm over here shaking it up, so apparently my unconscious brain decided to use it because here I am. Okay, I think I have an idea, and I'm going to cut this crescent board into a square. I don't expect this cutter to work. It's getting pretty dull, but if I can score the board at least, then I can try cutting it with scissors. So we'll see. Oh, that worked way better than I expected. I could probably then cut it from the backside if I was really good. This could be interesting. Ah, perfection! Now we have a little test sheet also. Now I'm going to tape these on in this checkerboard pattern with some very old double-sided tape that I have. While I'm doing it, I'm using this mixed media spray by Marabou. This is the gold one, and I have this laid out on here. And this is just a big piece of paper. You can get these from your local insurance companies or banks usually. They're a big calendar, and they usually give them out for free. And that one's very old. I just keep a whole bunch of them in my art studio for this purpose. So the only thing I don't really know how to do is to keep the stencil in place. So I'm going to try and spray from a high enough distance, I guess, that it won't disturb it, and we'll see what happens. And I thought that paper would cover my keyboard better, but it didn't. So I'm going to move that out of the way. Hopefully I don't spray anything else that I don't want sprayed. I noticed I'd let this sit very briefly and it separates. So I'm going to give it one more shake, even though I just shook it. This is great. I'm going to spray this and then let it dry Okay, I'm really worried about this. The spray. The spray makes me nervous. Okay. Whew. I should have practiced. Oh, wow. That's cool. Oh, nice. Oh, that's beautiful. Lots of pigment. I completely covered my black. Probably should have done less paint than that. Question is, do we pull the stencil off now or let it dry and pull it off? I'm going to pull it off now because I am impatient and I want to see it. I think paint got under a lot of it, but... Ooh! Ooh! Oh, that's pretty. Now I don't even want to use the Marabou art crayons because it's so gorgeous as it is. I'm going to go wash this while it's still wet. Maybe it'll come clean. I really do feel this is perfect as is. I don't want to change it, but I do have a place I'm going to put it, and I'll show you. This did come clean. Let me show you where I'm putting this. All right. The dresser top's a little messy because I pulled some paint out that I want to play with pretty soon, but right there, I don't know. It looks better in person than on camera. It doesn't really fit in the front of that drawer, so maybe I'll have to hang that on the wall later, but for now, that's where it's going to be. I might actually keep this gold spray. I kind of like it. I have room in a drawer over there that I have labeled crafts or crafty stuff or something like that. So I might keep it because gold is awesome. I thought about outlining that part of the stencil with this gold, but the golds are different. This one is a very yellow, well, not a yellowy, it's like a pure gold, a metallic gold, whereas this one is more just kind of a muted yellow gold, so I didn't think that it would actually go with it very well. So then I tried with the blue marker to just outline some of the gold. And I actually thought that would have been quite pretty, but I didn't really want blue on there. And same with the purple. I tried the purple. And again, it would have been pretty, but I didn't want purple on that. We have a problem, however. So I'll go ahead and use these new colors because you haven't seen these on my channel before, with the exception of maybe that blue here that is the duplicate. These don't fit in the container that I have. However, I do have room to get a bigger container because I want all these colors. So I went to my kitchen, and this is something we have in our, basically our plastic container drawer, and we never ever use it, but it goes with this bowl that we do use all the time, so we've just kept them around. So I'll put that in there, and it will fit the 4 new ones. It's a little too big, but this is the widest mouth jar they make without getting tall. I guess we'll use this for now, even though it's not nearly as exciting or interesting as this pretty mason jar. Darn it. One thing I can't remember if I've ever done or not is try these on black paper. So we have a bunch of black artist tiles. Let's give them a try. Yeah, that's not very spectacular. Yeah, that's as boring as it looks to you guys on camera. Boring. Now that purple isn't boring. That purple's very nice. What about this purple? Ooh. Okay, so the 2 purples would work. What happens if we water them? Oh, interesting. Kind of just floats on top. These artist tiles are not really meant for water. I remember that from when we originally sprayed these. They just warped horribly. Okay, well that's kind of boring, but let's try these colors on the piece of cut off crescent board over here. Oh, so pretty. Look how vibrant and nice. These go down so creamy. They're just a fun product. Wow. Nice. Water on the subject. My brush was kind of dry when I did that one. No, but that one didn't turn out all that well. Now that it's wet though, let's see. Add some more to it. Why not? Ooh. Last one. Just use my jeans for a rag. Why not? Interesting. Might as well put these art crayons on their Lightfast swatch sheets and get that going, and that way you'll at least see them. Just so you can see these in action though, these are the markers because I barely showed them to you. I sprayed water on that, but it's pretty spectacular there. So I have a few other markers similar to this in, I think maybe Derwent and Spectrum Noir. Just simple, basic metallic markers. I'll put these with those because I do like them. And I do believe I have a metallic marker little sheet that goes in my raffle thing. I'll show you what I mean if you don't know what that is all about. So I have all the art supplies that I own in here, and as I get new ones, I just add them in here. So when I get bored or run out of projects, which has never happened, but I'm supposed to pick from here for the project that day, and like for example, I'd be, oh, I have to use my Prismacolor colored pencils. I tend to use my watercolors all the time, so this will force me to use my other supplies that I also have and supposedly enjoy, and if I use them and don't enjoy them, then I know right then that I can pass them on. And then once I do use one of these, it goes in another vase, and I can't pick out of that vase until this vase is empty. So that's what I'm talking about with these art supplies. I do have metallic markers somewhere in here. Look at that blue. So it would be fun to do a project with just metallic markers at some point. There we have an old-fashioned television. That was fun. This is something I teach in my drawing class at the college. It's kind of fun. It's from the drawing textbook by Bruce McIntyre. I'm just having fun using these markers. Are we supposed to be doing marabou swatches? What? Ta-da! Oh, that line went off kilter there. That was very enjoyable. Wait, let's use the purple. Boing, boing. Look at this purple, and can I also, oh, that one, that's bad, okay. Oh, now I'm just covering up the pretty gold. Sad day. It's interesting how that purple just completely covered the gold. Can we recover it? Yes, we can. Oh, do you see that? That's awesome. Don't want that purple there. Bye-bye. All gone. That's so cool. I know, they're still a little bit showing, but that's so cool. These are fun. What are these? Edding 1200 metallic from Germany. Sweet. I like those. And finally, after all those mini distractions, I finally get to the swatching for my Lightfast swatch sheets. So I cut these in 3-inch widths, then I do them in a gradient, and then I cut them in half, and I put one half in the window and one half in a drawer that gets absolutely zero sunlight, no way to get sunlight in there, and see what happens after 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year. And then after the 1 year mark, I put them back in the window to continue to see what happens. It'll be really fun to pull these out and see what kind of effects we get with sunlight, because the place that I have them now gets 8 to 9 hours of sunlight, and I actually thought about moving them to a different window and then moving them partway through the day, so then they would get more like 12 or 14 hours of sunlight during the summer here in Colorado. So I haven't decided if I want to take the effort to mount all these to cardboard, and then that cardboard sheet would be big enough it would cover like the entire window. So I'm not sure I want to do that, but I would move it from one window to the next as the sun changes throughout my house during the day. So it could be interesting. Well, that was unexpected, but you got to see all of this in action. We made a really pretty art piece, which I probably will move to the wall instead of the dresser. Surprising myself by keeping that. Those are awesome. And we have a new container for that. These are going in the window. Pretty good day overall. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye for now. Yes, it's still 2020. You are in the right year videos here, but, not 2020. Did I say 2020? It's 2022. Okay. I thought about outlining that stencil with this cold. It's not cold, it's a gold. Like up here gold, a metallic gold. Well, I did look, and I do have the Derwent and Spectrum Noir one. Spectrum. Oh my goodness, look at this.
I didn't realize it, and I grabbed the dog bed to get under the Suburban. Oh. Damn it. You can always grab that mat out of the back of my truck.